Hey everybody, it's Eric again. I'm actually back on to some automotive projects. I'm trying to get some work done on some of the few projects that I have going on. If you don't know what I've got going on, then I will remind you very quickly. I've got to refurbish an old rusted out roof rack that I'm going to clean up, put the top rail on it with the vertical supports, paint it up, make it nice as I can. I bent it without an appropriate tube benter, so the bends aren't that great, but it'll work for transporting materials at the moment, but I'll probably end up selling it since racks are so expensive. Even a not so great one will sell for more than what I paid for the materials and my time. And then I'll make me a better one, or a good one, out of square tube, but I need to get the materials here, so that's why I'm refurbing this rack. Plus, I've got the rear bumper on the Trooper that I've got to get working on so that I can fix that seal and it doesn't, sorry, I've got some allergy problems out here today. So I can fix that seal and I don't have the issues that I had with it. I've also got to finish up the rock sliders, but I'm lacking a little bit of tube for that. And, well, I have everything that's left on the Rocky, of course, and on the Trooper. I've also got to make, in connection with the rear and front bumpers, the swing out tire carrier. And what else? Well, just a lot of details on the Rocky itself. So one thing I did want to show though is that I actually, as you guys know, I do a lot of budget stuff. So, you know, it's just the way it is, and it's what I can afford here. But I did get this little thing here, which is not a great tool, but surprisingly enough, it's much better than I thought it was going to be. It is a little, little makeshift drill press. And it gets it has its issues. I'm gonna do a review on it, but it's good enough to actually work. And I was able to do some tube coping, or notching, whatever you want to call it. And they turned out okay, actually. They here, hold on, I'll put it back up where you can see it. They actually don't do too bad. I mean, it's doable to, I don't know if you can even see that. Can you even see that? Yeah. It's doable to actually weld up and make it work. So, I mean, it's not too bad. I can grind down the tips a little bit. That's what I've been doing, grinding it all up and making it work. I've been just, trying to get them to where they fit well, and then I can use those as the vertical supports for my upper rail on the roof rack. That's the idea, at least. So I've got all that going on. Also, I've been working on a couple of things because I would like, if it's possible, to do the trip that I mentioned a couple of times now at the end of January out to Chiloé Island. I'm a little unclear on some of the details on that right now, just because the information on the websites that I've looked at, I don't know how up to date it is, because there's some talk about not allowing camping inside one of the parks, and that's the park I want to go to, at least partially, at least a little bit, to see it. And then there's also, what is it? Another park at the very bottom of some sort, or a reserve. But the thing I'm not sure about is some of the reserves in Chile are just natural reserves that you can't get into them. You can't really, there's no like walking trails, and there's no roads or anything like that. So is it worth going down there? That's the question. I don't really know. So I'm trying to look into that information as well to get an idea on what's going on with all that stuff. And I've got more Off-Road Independence podcast yesterday, or on Wednesday, I should say, because this will probably come out on Friday. But yeah, on Wednesday I had the third episode with Rick from radoffroad.com. So if you're a Jeep owner and you're looking for Jeep parts, or if you need some LED accessories and some other general accessories, he also sells winches and stuff like that, you might want to check him out. I mean, I would suggest it. He's a really nice guy, and he seems to be really quality customer service as well, and takes care of his clients. So something to look into, you know. He's not paying me to say that, by the way. It's just from what I've experienced. Don't worry, I'm not getting paid for any of my advertising yet. So whatever I say is just out of my own interest for the people that I know and that kind of stuff. So just a couple of things to keep in mind. And yeah, as things go on, I'll let you know. Hey there, everybody. I was completely wrong about what was going on today. Even though I'm the one that's making the schedule, I can't seem to get it right. So, as I told you earlier, I had started on the, what's it called? The rack repair or remodel or whatever you want to call it. And in the end, I ended up working on that a little bit. I cut some vertical uprights for the upper hoop, or the top runner, or whatever you want to call the rail around the top of the rack. But in the end, I got distracted somehow. I really don't know how. I got this much of it done today. I got at least the it cut and stuff like that. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have the back portion done and the sides at least. There I'll have to see what I'm going to do about the swing out tire carrier and that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. I'm putting it up on Beginner's Fab as well. I will have a video out with it soon. I recorded a short video to have something up for you guys now in the next couple of days also. So hopefully that'll be out. And don't forget to check out my other sites, offroadindependence.com of course, and then of course there's always the beginnersfab.com, and then of course mcGrew.tv, where you can see all of my vlogs and some of my reviews of different products and that kind of stuff as well. I'll be trying to do more reviews soon, so keep that in mind. And other than that, we'll just see what happens. Have fun. Till next time.